Alright, for those of you guys who don't follow me on Instagram, well, first of all, I recommend you do follow me on Instagram. You can see more up to the minute stuff. But for those of you who don't, we got ourselves a 2019 gently used Ram Rebel to replace the Dodge Magnum. I was looking for a, I wouldn't say reliable, but a moddable daily driver that fits my son's favorite hobby in the world, which is watching off-roading. And what better way to watch it than from the passenger seat of his own off-roading vehicle.
We're going for a ride, baby. I'm buckling up.
We good? Yeah. So what we're going to do with this truck is we are going to outfit it with all the proper safety gear, like a winch. We got tow hooks in the front. We're going to get some tow hooks in the back. Maybe a small lift, not too big, but we've already got the off-road tires. We've already got four-wheel drive. We're going to take a couple safety courses and a couple recovery courses, and then we're going to enjoy off-roading. And of course, the best part about these courses is he can come along. Now that he's 8 years old, he can actually join me on these courses for an extra 25, 50 bucks and be my helper, which is going to be awesome. I'll go over this entire truck in detail another time. Today's purpose is just to, well, first of all, intro the truck to you. It's an all black, gently used 2019 Ram Rebel. The previous owner put about 2,500 miles on it, and they did some really nice upgrades. We got the Go Rhino steps here, which are also good rock rails. We have the fully paint matched undercover bed cover, which is 100% waterproof. They also put in a dual liner, which is like a rubber mat and a bed liner in one. But I'll just give you a quick show of the interior because this is probably one of my favorite parts. Black and red interior, Rebel logo, tire tread seats. I mean, the interior is just beautiful. And because I wanted a full-size bed and not a giant truck, we went with the quad cab and not the crew cab. I have two small kids that sit back here. I mean, there's plenty of room, so no big deal. Hands are all wet. But yeah, she's looking good. Alright, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video. We'll start tinting with this light right here. So you guys know we love our Luxe, and with every Luxe kit you order, it comes with a great little side kit here that most other companies, especially those cheap Amazon and eBay kits, don't come with, and that's your everything you need to apply. You got your Luxe brand sticker, you have your prep spray, you have your microfiber, and of course an awesome Luxe branded squeegee. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prep this light area, and we want to prep around everything here because vinyl tends to suck in dust and dirt from other areas. So we're just going to clean this whole light area here, and then we're going to go ahead and do the install. Alright, just to keep everybody's interest, we're going to crank this up to 2x speed. What you see me doing here is cleaning all the cracks and crevices with the squeegee wrapped in a microfiber and the Luxe prep spray. Just go in, clean everything out, just make sure you get all the dust and dirt because vinyl is static and it likes to pull in dirt while you're working on it. First one we're going to put is that little tiny one. I guess it's the reverse light. I don't even know what the lights on this truck are yet. But anyway, you cover this one up by centering it in that opening there, and you want to fold the edges around. It's pretty simple to do. It takes 2 seconds. The cool thing about LightWrap is you can easily just peel it off and put it back down. If you stretch it or wrinkle it, apply a little bit of heat, which you'll see me do later, and it'll go right back to normal. Now it's very important before you start folding those edges over, you apply some heat and you work your way around the edges, not folding them over completely, but just bringing them around to bending them around the corner. And then I pick all 4 corners first. Lay down the corners, then I lay down the edges. Perfection. Give it a little bit of squeegee work if you want to push those edges down or you see any wrinkles in there or fingers popping up. And then of course that mold mark, you want to push on it kind of hard just to make sure any air bubbles get out of there. Unfortunately, it's going to look like a defect in the vinyl, just like it looked like a defect in your light. So the next thing we do is going to prep the top section here. And again, don't forget, if your lights feel gritty or sandpaper-like and not perfectly smooth, you may want to hit them with a clay bar. In the description below, I'll put a link to Luxe's clay bar kit. Now the trick to this one is there's an outline in the red just outside of the white area. And that is perfectly sized to the Luxe kit, or the Luxe kit is perfectly sized to it. I'm pretty sure the latter, but basically you're going to want to follow that line with your Luxe kit. You'll see here I do the top, which creates a little wrinkle, then I pull up the bottom, and then I just work it down nice and smooth. Listen, the best part about these Luxe kits, as you saw from one of my last videos, the Magnum, I completely obliterated that vinyl, stuck it to itself, got it all wrinkled and crinkled, and just basically applied some heat, put it back on, and a year and a half later, the vinyl still looks great. Alright, about halfway through, I cranked it up to 4 times speed, just so I don't lose your guys' interest. By the way, while you're waiting for this light to finish, don't forget we got some pretty cool Challenger merch. We got the wide bodies and the standard body Challengers in stock. Link in the description below. In fact, if I'm feeling saucy, I'll throw in a big discount down there for those of you guys who've been asking for one. Alright, don't forget, the most important part about applying vinyl to a vehicle is your post-heat process. Do not forget to heat up that vinyl after you lay it down. Alright, now it's time to give this eyesore the attention it deserves. First thing you're going to do, obviously, is clean it. Clean all the holes, clean underneath it, clean around the top. This is my last wipe. I did it all off camera. When you're putting this kit on, remove all the little holes. Basically, get everything prepped. This way you have one piece to peel off and just stick it right on. Luxe did an amazing job with the spacing on this. Again, LightWrap from Luxe is not some cheap Amazon kit with the holes off spaced. Every single hole was perfectly placed. Cool thing about LightWrap, you make a mistake, you misalign it, you stretch it, you wrinkle it, just peel it off and put it back on again. Basically worked my way from right to left. This thing looks better already and it's not even laid down. Any little wrinkles, take your time, peel them out. Just keep working right to left, or left to right, wherever you want to go. Just don't work from the outsides to the middle because that would be catastrophic. And here we are. What was that, like maybe 5 minutes worth of work in real time? Overall, don't forget to push down those mold marks to get all the air out and post heat. Can't stress this enough. Be sure to post heat your vinyl. Lay down all your edges nice and smooth. Fold them over first before you stick them down. Piece of cake. Alright, the next thing we're blacking out is this mirror piece right here. For the mirror, I went with their brushed metal to cover this up. They give you extra pieces. So I have 2 pieces here for the passenger mirror. So I'm going to start on this side in case I mess up. It gives me 1 extra piece. Luxe always gives you 1 extra piece in your kit to play with to practice. Now it looks like if you trust in their design, you start over this edge here, should give you enough on this side to cover the gap. So we're going to start over here, right on the edge. It's hard to see with the camera in place. Bad camera placement here. Right there. I'm going to bring this all the way around nice and tight. Might as well work it in as I go. Keeping it flush with this bottom line right here. Bring this back around. Alright, so as you can see, I kept it flush with this line right here, so I could just push it into the crease and make sure all the bubbles are out here before we start tucking it over the edges. Okay. Okay, so as of right now, everything looks good. What I'm going to do is add some heat, which will allow this vinyl to start folding over the edges. And I'm going to run my finger along the bead. I'm not pushing it in yet. I'm just making that crease. I'll heat it up a little more to find that crease a little harder. Now, I want to work in that corner right there first. Once I pin that corner, you can just work your way back. Next one I want to do is this corner here. And then I'll work my way right to the middle. There we go. It's in place. Run my finger along that bottom. See how it tucks in nice. And we'll finish it off. Run the squeegee down the border just to get a sharper angle there. That looks nice. And just to show you guys, everything still functions. And of course, we got to see what she looks like running. So here we go. We've got the brake lights. We've got the blinkers coming up. And last but not least, of course, the reverse lights. There you go. All visible, all ready to roll. Now, if you like any of these kits, you'll find them in the description below, along with my discount code for Luxe Auto Concepts. In addition to getting a discount, if you purchase using my links, a small percentage of Luxe's profits go back to me to help me buy more stuff to show you guys on this channel. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, gently press that like button. If you're stopping by for the first time, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching.